Hello, this is Ms. DB, and I'm going to make a short video showing some of the features of your online textbook. So I am already entered my username and password for my Algebra 2 book. And here is what the home page looks like. There's a little bit cut off on the side, but I think it'll be good. Alright, so at the top here, you'll see book pages, student resources, videos, and activities. The book pages brings you to just like if you had a hard copy of your book in front of you. And you can scroll through the pages by clicking on Next and turning the pages that way. There's an enlarged book page. If you click on that, it will open up a PDF of just that page. And this can be enlarged, reduced, you can print it, you can, you can't write on it, but you could do other things that you can do with the PDF. You can save it. So you can do that on any page, especially the pages with the, if there's problems that you have to do, that's helpful. You can also navigate around by going up here. Like let's say you wanted to work on Chapter 3, and here's all the different sections in Chapter 3. Let's say you wanted to learn how to do solving systems of linear inequalities. And then you click on Go, and it'll turn you right to that page. So rather than scrolling forward to page 199. Now let's say maybe you're just a few pages ahead, you can also enter in a page directly like that and go back a page or two. Here's where I was saying this is really hard for me to read. I would have to go to Enlarge book page. So I'm going to go back to the beginning here of 3.3. There's a lot of things in our book that we don't have time to do in our week, in our folders. There is the lesson tutorial videos. I have linked to these in the assignments, but you can also link to them right here. Just click on them and it'll open up in a pop-up window, and then the video will load and it'll be Edward Berger probably.
Well, we saw how to solve linear.
And he does a video for every example in the book, so it's really great. There's an interactive practice quiz that has sample problems to do. This is a really great review. It's not required, of course, but it's a nice way for you to make sure you know how to do the material. This is really nice. There's a glossary. You can even hear the word pronounced.
System of linear inequalities.
So if you're not sure, and it's in Spanish as well.
Sistema de desigualdades lineales.
So if you know Spanish, or if you're taking a Spanish class, you can practice that way. And then there's, oh, I forgot to show, there's a whole glossary too, and it has many things that you could look up, and it's alphabetized over here, so you can click on your word and then, or you can go to, you can type in a word you're looking for and click find. And as you go through, there will be sometimes different resources listed here as you go. Usually for each section, the resources for that section are there. I want to go to one that has a interactive feature. Let's see, I bet you this one does. Sometimes you'll see interactivity over here. This one doesn't, but here's some glossary that when you get to Chapter 3, these sometimes cause some confusion for students, the consistent, dependent, inconsistent, independent. And they are on the Chapter 3 test, those words, so you'll want to make sure you understand those. I'm just clicking through here to see what other activities might be. Some of the pages that we don't have time to do in our regular classes are the connecting algebra to geometry sections. So this is a really good way to remember your geometry. And if you ever find an activity that you think would be really good, you can let me know and we can work on it in class. You can also click on student resources, and at a glance you can see all of the resources for Chapter 3. Here's the Know It notebook, which you can do for extra credit, 15 points extra credit if you complete this each chapter. There's also a Spanish summary and review, extra practice, interactive practice tests, a great way to review for a test. There's some enrichment and intervention activities for if you're thinking you need a little extra practice on anything. And there's some other resources down here. If you click on the plus sign, you will see all the different things that are available for you for each section. So some worksheets, some of these worksheets are the same questions as what I have on your worksheet. Some of them are different. And clicking on the minus sign closes them up. So that's another great resource for you. There's also videos and activities. Here are the lesson videos for each lesson. I told you there's one for each example. There's also, here's some of those interactivities that I wanted to tell you about. There's also, if you have a graphing calculator, here are some step-by-step directions on how to use the graphing calculator for different activities in the in the problems. Even the TI Inspire, if anybody has one of those, there's some special activities for that. There is a graphing calculator that you can use and a scientific calculator. I'm going to click on one of these interactivities. This is an assignment we do that's very tricky to do online because it's hard to visualize a 3D system when we're just working with a flat screen. So you can go through this interactivity, you can read through, and you can see.
You can use an ordered triple, X, Y, Z.
And some of them you can move things around, and some of them he just has.
You can use an ordered triple, X, Y, Z, to represent a location. Plot the point A, 1, 4, 7. Start at the origin. Move 1 unit forward along the x-axis. Then move 4 units right along the y-axis and 7 units up along the z-axis. This is the point 1, 4, 7.
Okay, so you can see that there's some activities there, and a lot of them they have you moving things around and working interactively. So that's just some of the, oh, one more thing, student resources, or actually you don't have to go to that. Go to your chapter, go to Student Handbook, and there's different things there too. There's the glossary. There's selected answers. If you were working with problems out of the textbook, you'd be able to see the answers to the odds. There is Problem Solving Handbook. Actually, this is a really nice feature here that can help you figure out how to solve difficult problems. There's strategies to try, different strategies. So those are some of the features of your book. Please let me know if you have any questions about how to use your book, or if you are having trouble logging in, and we can work together to figure out what's going on. Thank you very much and have a great day.